Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual. Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property. The content provided today has and always will belong to the content owner. Bible Chronicles does not have any affiliation with the owner of this property. As mentioned, Bible Chronicles does not intend to make use of any material for the purpose of harvesting gain. However, Title 17 of United States copyright law states material and use can only be done when it's for theological or general educational purposes, and thus Bible Chronicles believes that this principal material falls under fair use, which honors protection under Section 107 of the same U.S. copyright law.
Yo, somos lo que somos la esperanza del pueblo. Somos estos locos que pactaron con su suelo. Somos el sabor amargo de la indiferencia. Somos la sangre de Argueda marcando la diferencia. Somos la ternura de tu guagua, somos lumpen. Somos guerrilleros con poemas, no preocupen. Somos el conducto de tu voz a causa de la indignación cuando el patrón al peón solo lo escupe. Somos Condor Canqui, somos Vallejo y Eguren. Somos en la mauta, no esperes que te aseguren. Somos asentamiento humano, somos la barriada trabajando en ella misma, no importa que nos censure. Somos Cueto el Nene, somos Chumpita y Oblitas. Somos la cantuta, la historia que decapitan. Somos el sueldo mínimo en quincena, mi cumpita. Somos golpe inexorable que rompe lo que limita. Somos toda la América y también hijos de África. Somos la familia pobre por culpa de fábrica. Somos el amor perdido de tu Dios bendito. Somos esa consecuencia de vivir en su retórica. Somos hijos de un país enfermo, inseguro. Vemos quiénes somos y matamos el futuro. A punto de una embolia se encuentra la Pachamama porque sabe quiénes somos y sigue tan inmaduro.
Seguro que por oro se olvidaron quiénes son. Seguro les fatiga la cultura en la nación. Seguro están queriendo, seguro están anhelando que le ponga precio rap y que no cumpla su función. Seguro que por oro se olvidaron quiénes son. Seguro les fatiga la cultura en la nación. Seguro están queriendo, seguro están anhelando que le ponga precio rap y que no cumpla su función.
Mejor seamos lo que apagan la televisión. Claro, somos Yunza, Tumbamonte y Aguarfiesta, la Candelaria y Paucar, la magia de la sierra. Somos el San Juan en junio, somos Motupe en septiembre. Somos increíbles, pero dime, ¿somos libres? Firme no lo creo, primo, me apena y me río de esta fiesta falsa enardecida en el mes frío. De ese 28 no conozco independencia, solo gasto innecesario, 100.000 deudas y un resfrío. Somos el residuo de una sociedad clonada, la hambruna, el desempleo, pobreza aglutinada. Somos el resultado de la educación de prensa, de esa mugre información de firme mal proporcionada. Somos resultados del cruel pasado atroz, mi bro. Somos responsables del futuro venidero y yo sigo creyendo que no somos esto es guerra ni combate. Mejor seamos lo que apaguen la televisión. Somos más que el boom gastronómico huevón. Somos más que el cevichito elaborado por Gastón. Somos Choropampa que no olvida su mercurio. Somos ese poblador que ha defendido su cosmovisión. Así que dile a Curio que no somos su inversión. Así que dile a Curio que no somos su inversión. Así que dile a Curio que no somos su inversión. Así que dile a Curio que no somos su inversión. 2015 Family Red Comité es poco flow. Quemao.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
que piensa. Y esa sutil es impresa y repetida diariamente. Tiene contenta tu mente con yo soy combate y fiesta. Preste control, Tarantino no es tan gore como los crímenes de amor que a toda hora se nos muestra. Pues tal vez la estrategia impuesta. Pánico en el público y manejarás el cuestapal. Político en vez de patrullas se metió camilla para un hospital. Como si esa mierda como no diera seguridad. No será casualidad que el otro dueño del canal sea el otro sobrino pero bueno de un primo hermano pariente papá. Y esa nostalgia no es noticia, su codicia se evidencia. Propicia violencia y plástico, panémicas, belleza. Fútbol, patriotismo, falso, culo, vaso que se reza. Pele cáncer pa' tu mesa y el domingo en misa pesa. Sobre su cabeza pesa el atraso mental del pueblo. Oposición vendió trasero, dictador, grupo Romero. Pero se confundieron acá, la palabra es cruda. Autoeducación en camino se acerca la lucha a través de cultura. Es como genera de uno, tal vez otro loco se suma. Ya saben, cortina de humo que explota la mina que mata la cuna. Primo, vengo que trate la friuna, no una pura canción de aventura. Así no censuran ni de basura, no les conviene que sepan verdura. Hay extorsiones, violaciones, robo, llanto y más. Con tanto muerto el morbo están alimentando, ves no hay paz. Solo un odio contenido en milis para que vivan en la paz y que algún día cambiará. Hay extorsiones, robo, violaciones, llanto y más. Con tanto muerto el morbo están alimentando, ves no hay paz. Solo un odio contenido en milis para que vivan en la paz y que algún día cambiará.
Sensacionalismo, amigo eterno de la prensa, el mismo que forjó al humano sumiso, callado y muestra. En el noticiero, en el artículo del diario, la vida de una vez que poco invierte.
Al vecindario
Sirven como fieles feligreses, a oscuro intereses, mienten todo el día, crían, crean solo estupideces. La historia afirma, indica que siempre negaron información alternativa que todo pueblo merece. A cada instante pareciera su labor asesinar una memoria colectiva que hace una nación. Con una prensa cómplice que juega con humor, desconociendo ese dolor que nos dejó ese dictador. Cortina de humo es su mejor función, para apartarte de la fuente harán de todo, pues miro hoy como venderte el culo de Sharon Stone, cagándose en tu derecho a la objetiva información. El narco, el almirante, el presidente, el congresista, algún ministro, algún legado, de seguro es el patrón de ese periódico morboso y amarillo que al leerlo 2 minutos te vuelve en un show. Los medios son culpables, responsables de toda propaganda basura que te ofrece la TV. Pues será mejor que se autoeduque, pues my friend, porque el comercio de los medios te carcome hasta la 100.
Hay violaciones, extorsiones, robo, llanto y más. Con tanto muerto el morbo están alimentando, ves no hay paz. Solo un odio contenido en milis para que vivan en la paz que algún día cambiará. Hay extorsiones, violaciones, robo, llanto y más. Con tanto muerto el morbo están alimentando, ves no hay paz. Solo un odio contenido en milis para que vivan en la paz que algún día cambiará. Que algún día cambiará. Que algún día cambiará.
CPF.
Every man has his techniques, and they're all different. When you know mine, you'll be dead.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
Okay, man. Here we go. Appreciate you guys being here. What up, bro? Let me go through this real quick. Stop stealing our history, you damn wobbles. Hey, you're gonna find out. It's crazy, bro. And this is why I wasn't hesitating on this. I'm gonna try to be as kind of like in and out as much as I can, but I want to show you. This is reflection time.
This is reflection time. You see, hold on. Let me turn this down on the side because I try to monitor this to make sure it sounds good. Okay, so I know the sound's working. Perfect. There's this movie that had come out, a couple years back, family. Kind of forever, and it diluted the minds of many that were already diluted, and then it put an impression upon the others that, like, hey, what do they mean by that? Somehow, some way. As a matter of fact, let me just say this, okay? Let me just go through it again. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's up, bro? Shalom. Buenos tardes. What's up, fam? Y'all got your fringes on? Will be revealed. Of course, I got my fringes under the curses, It's funny, man. Hey, what's up, Kwam? Okay, so let me oh shoot, I accidentally clicked on it. Might as well read it. 2 Corinthians here's Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. Yeah, I'll go here. 2 Corinthians 3:18. But we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord. See, not very clear, are changed in the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit. So let me show you guys something. It says, and all of us, I should say, then reflect the glory of the Lord with uncovered faces. See that? And I'm going to say something. With uncovered faces also means with a clear conscience. That you're not, there's no vanity behind your interest in the Most High. No. It's a sincere, uncovered face. No facade, man. No facade. No mask. No fake shit. Nothing. All real. Relative. Relative is part of real. People seem to forget that. They say it's all relative. You mean it's all real? Now they think relative is just, it's all fake. And the same glory coming from the Lord, who is the Spirit, transforms us into his likeness in an ever greater degree of glory. Has nothing to do with the outside appearance, family, at all. Thank you for that, bro. Hopefully that's why you put that up. Because you know what, man? I'm actually glad you did. Let me see if it precepts on something that I'm thinking. Maybe it won't. So you guys, no, it didn't. Okay, well, it's in the same line. It's in the same line, family. You want to know why? Because of this. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. Okay? Well, hold on. Verse 10. I'm sorry. Where are you? Come on, man. I can't believe this. Oh, my bad. That's why. I'm so used to seeing it a certain way. But then now I'm going to get the translation, okay? So Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It's all relative. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Now, apparently, some of you guys don't want that. No, you want to have covered faces. You want to have an image or this so high of intellectual understanding, and like you want to go deep on. Listen, I may show you history, but I don't go deep on these scriptures. I'm gonna tell you why. The wisest man to ever live wrote this here. After all this, there's only one thing to say: have reverence for God and obey his commandments. Christians, hello. Vocab, hey. Because this is all that we were created for. Here, I'll give you another nice one too. I like this. Everything you were taught can be put into a few words. You see this, family? Everything into a few words. Respect and obey God. It's not complicated. That is what life is all about. This is what life is all about. But here we have a bunch of reaching ass mofos. I don't know. me personally, I don't understand them. But today, I'm going to remind you of your glory. In your patience, possess ye your soul. And you're going to see how just the same shit they were, excuse my language, but I'm going to say the same shit they were talking about us, like underwater Mexicans. Remember that? Remember that? You remember that, right? When these West Africans started saying, like racist shit, underwater Mexicans, and no white man said nothing. Oh, that's okay. That's completely, basically, wetback. In other words, what if I say, oh, those Negroes on trees? Right? Don't believe the hype. They're not trying to say, oh, no. Because what I see, like my brother, and we spoke briefly. Thank you, bro. Excellent scripture to start with. Micah 2:2. You grab any field or house you want, that you cheat families out of the house and land. Let me read it again. They covet fields, and they take by violence, and houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Watch this. Therefore, thus say the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. Why? Because they devised evil. I'm going to show you right now, man. Verse 1, woe to them that devise iniquity. Iniquity is also misleading individuals in believing something they're not. And you are part of the cheerleading team, so-called Wakandans. Who financed that movie? Yes, those Khazars. So we know real well that you guys love to be in bed. Oh, yes, you do. You definitely do. That's without a doubt. Oh, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, family. Do not believe Nate the Snake as if they're not his homies. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. They oppress a man, his house, even a man in his heritage. What are they devising? Iniquity. This is iniquity right here. You tell us that, oh, no, now you are the natives of this land? Oh, no, hold on. Now they got some other West African or whatever the hell you are. Now he's saying this is the original Egypt. Oh, and the pyramids. Oh, yeah, and those Mexicans didn't build that. They were savages. Again, I find it very striking that you people who supposedly read the Bible, and you see the smartest man in the entire ever to live, supposedly, on this land, on this world, Solomon. He wrote Proverbs. He wrote Ecclesiastes. All of that wisdom, he said in a nutshell, none of it matters. None of it. None of it matters. So all going deep on this science and then numbers and balancing and history, and this is Egypt, this is the old world, and hey, look, they were black. Y'all are stupid. You guys think you're smarter than Solomon, and Solomon summarized it. I didn't have to do all that. Look what I did with the knowledge. I ended up having a bunch of bitches and hoes, because that's exactly what happened. That's all he ended up having. A bunch of women that misled him to believe something that he was not. Yeah. When you fall from the Most High and believe other gods, you at that moment are rebellious and you become a witch. You become your own God. He gave no reference to the Father. It was very simple. But you guys want to go far on these so-called historical ideas and findings and look, oh, yeah, we created this and we created that. And then all of a sudden, me, my stupid ass beaner way, open up a book and start reading for the first time in my life. And then I find out that Wakanda doesn't even belong to Negroes. Bro, come on, man. Seriously, bro. No, Wakanda does not belong to black people. Sorry to tell you there, Afro Puff. And you know who I'm talking about, Dr. Whatever Umar? I'm specially reaching at you. Oh, I'm gonna smack you around today with your so-called degree. You ended up owing money, and it didn't lead you nowhere else but just a foolheadedness of stupidity. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's continue. Love this scripture, bro. Thank you so much, man, that you actually had a chance to. That was the Most High, bro. I'll go for that. Good, woe to them that devise iniquity. Like which kind? Trying to take your heritage away. Trying to say that they're now the people of this land. Oh, all of a sudden now we were brought here on ships. Oh, wait. But the Bible doesn't apply to us. Make it make sense. A work and work evil upon their beds. Why? Those two are sleeping together, the Khazars and the Negroes. Oh, you damn right they are. Who do you think the Boulets are belonging to? Freemasonry, Eastern Star, those white lilies. You guys forget that? Remember I did a class on the whole historical African, seven god shit? It's connected to Islam. Oh, you think I'm going far? I proved it in so many classes. Oh yeah. Hey, where's that school? Damn dumb swindler. Hey, but you know what? You're not swindling our gente. I mean, unless you stupid people are, but then that's your fault. That's your fault. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Who finances these movies? Who financed the so-called movie, The Great Debate, and gave us this false narrative that Willie Lynch was real? Who gave him the money? Who gave you the money for Wakanda? Or did you not do the homework on Wakanda? Because it didn't take me long to start looking at it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's our shit. So you talk crap about our people, about being in the movie, when it doesn't even relate the name to us. But now I know why it was meant that way. That's a hint, family. Wakanda applies to you. Wakanda never applied to Negroes. And I'm going to show you how. So let's continue. Let's keep making fun of these people here. Y'all are a joke. Keep laying in your beds. Stay asleep. Go ahead. Ask for reparations. I don't give a damn because I know what we're getting back. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. How? Remember, I showed you the video last class, and then they considered this the new Jerusalem, the new promised land. It wasn't just them. It wasn't just the white folks. It wasn't just the British gringos, the Europeans. No, not them. Khazars, too. The financiers. And then who used the muscle? We know it now. And they covered fields. Since 1848, how did they get all these lands? You started seeing a bunch of people moving to the west, and they didn't give a damn about our people. No. So that whole 1865 bullshit that, it wasn't because of us, you guys wouldn't be having rights. No, actually, that made it worse for us. That made it worse because after 1865, you took our land from us. I mean, in 1848. In 1865, the land was already taken from us. What the hell did you guys do for us? It made it worse. Because then all of a sudden now, blacks and whites for sure are going to vote. And you Mexicans, hell nah. Get in the back, beaners. That's the way it works in America. These are the people that practice it day and night because it's in their power. It is in their might to do what? They covet the field and take by violence, whether mental, spiritual, especially physical. What are they doing now? Passing laws in Texas and Florida, which took white and black people too, to oppress our people, to take their houses and take them away. Because if you bought a house, let's say you didn't have papers, because at that point, remember, you guys forget about this, that back in 2004, people without papers were buying houses. You guys forget? And you think all of them lost them? No, some of them kept them. But guess what? Guess who got them just back? If those people did not get their papers fixed within, let's say, a 20-year gap, so to speak, I don't know. Guess what? They took that property back. You think I'm blind? And take them away and oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage. This whole land that we're sitting on here was never a Wedo land or a Negro land. Take that to the bank. You damn right. Check this out. Let's start looking at some examples here. Okay? Let's keep going. Matter of fact, this idiot right here. This stupid idiot right here. And there's several of you that actually watch this guy. You believe what he says. So in this class or in this show, like Chicloso likes to consider it, I at least am willing to show you some facts, not just talk by strangers from other lands that are not from this continent. How is it that you come here and all of a sudden you gain this whole understanding? Go back to your country, to your continent, and see if you can figure them out. They need more help than we do.
Who built it? The Olmecs and Thoth, the Atlantean priest king.
Told
Also
you. I'm glad there was
the
no
Mayans
sound.
inherited what was already there. The Mayans themselves didn't even know who built it, so they named them Teotihuacans. That's why the Mayans were such a brutal, dark race of people. You see that they would be ripping the hearts out of people's chests and hoping that gods can make it rain by killing virgins and all this crazy stuff, but then they can build pyramids and technological advancements like this. No, they were just barbaric people that stumbled across high tech and lived and moved in. I think 180 years after that, the Aztecs, who were living miles away in a valley, lost their valley due to a volcanic eruption. They had to migrate. They stumbled across Teotihuacan. They said, damn, the Mayans are gone. We're going to move in now. Then they moved on and inherited everything that was already there. The Mayans built nothing. The Aztecs built nothing. Who built it? The Olmecs and
Oh, dear Jesus.
Thoth, the Atlantean priest.
You see, family? They say, now the Negroes say they built the pyramids. Hey, Negroes, why don't you build a house? Why don't you build a house? Start with that first. Show us that you can, as a team, as an like as a company, build one house. And then maybe we'll listen to you about the pyramids. But anyways, family, again, they covet fields. They know how valuable your history is. They know how important you are. And they know that what they have compared to what we have, it is what it is. You can sing and dance all you want. I don't give a shit. You still got to come to the land and physically take that shit. And that's how we're going to know who the real people of this land is.
King, also known as Tahuti Jehudi, but also over there he was known as Quetzalcoatl, Lord Pakal, Kukulkan, Viracocha, many names, but the same person. The Mayans in.
See what I'm saying, family? So they put, yeah. Again, but you know what? We got some dumb of our gente that believe this shit. Listen, Micah 2:2, bro, beautiful scripture to start with, man. Damn, that's great, bro. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house. Listen, you already took our land, okay? You already came from Europe, took what wasn't belonging to you in the first place, all right? You already did that. Then you start passing these laws and make us illegal aliens, all right? So you oppress a man in his house. And now, even a man in his heritage, man, you must be outside your fucking mind. You must be outside that woolly fake ass story that you gave us of Revelation 1:14. That's another stupidity one. Hey, brother Al, if you got that scripture, man, show it. I don't remember it. I think you said it was Isaiah something, right? Isaiah or Jeremiah, something like that. I can't remember what call. It's like, dude, bro, for real, man. Let's continue. Again, they covet. Here, I'm going to move this over here so I can read it while this is playing. They covet houses. Okay? They covet houses, family. Right here, you see it right here. Look at this. Let me turn this video down because it's just songs. It's just music. See? So now, these people, see, now they're the Mexicans of the Bible. They're the Mexicans now. They're Mexicans now. Holy shit. What the hell? You believe this? So these guys are Mexicans now. Again, what are they doing? Look. They covet fields, they take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. The white man and you already took a bunch of our territory. I'm sorry, and take them away, and so they oppress a man in his house. You pass laws after laws to enslave and oppress and separate our family, our children from their parents. Even a man in his heritage. Now you want to be fucking Mexicans, bro? You guys have absolute. Look, by the way, those are not even. Oh my God. I've proven to you guys what this is, by the way. Let me speed it up, because I ain't got no patience for this. This is worse than Ebonics. Also, by the way, they're not looking at the heads. They're just looking at the color, even though they don't realize that that's considered mourning. Priests are mourning. Anyhow, let's continue to watch the stupidity. Again, therefore, thus say the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go hotly, for this time is evil. This is evil. Revelation 3:9, like I told you. Khazars want to be so-called Jews, right? Negroes want to be so-called Jews, right? Whose heritage are they taking? Didn't the Khazars come to this land as a promised land? We've read that they knew exactly who we were. They knew we were keeping the customs. But what did they say? Nah, don't worry about it. Oh, these guys are black people now? No, I'm sorry. So what am I, man? Oh, that's right, I'm Mongolian. Yet Mongolian, so-called, supposedly a very derogatory name, right? They don't have any of our customs, our diet, or any of that. This is what's really going on, family, right here. You see this? So now they're saying, those are not you. Did you ever think that it would come to this? Did you ever think that it would come to that? Isaiah 1:18, come now and let us reason together, say the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. So they be red like crimson, they should be as wool. There's another one that says snow like wool. That's clean. Because snow is extremely white, bright. Like bright white. You see this here? The light-skinned Central and South Americans we see today are nothing but mixed races. When the white Europeans conquered America, many native black men were killed and their women raped. The descendants of the offspring born as a result of rape or intermarriage are light-skinned Native Americans we see today. The native black Central and South American descendants of Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the descendants of Ham are commonly known as Hamites. The Hamites built many great empires all over the world, comparable to none. They dominated the world until you... Wait, hold on a second. Are you just giving yourself up right now? Did they just call themselves Canaanites? My God, you guys are fucking dumb. Oh, my dear Jesus. This is getting better. The native black Central and South Americans are descendants of Ham, the youngest son of Noah, and the descendants of Ham are commonly known as Hamites. The Hamites built many great empires all over the world, comparable to none. They dominated the world for many years until the time of their decline. You hear this? You guys hear this? You guys hear this? There's the other one. Thank you, bro. Psalms 147. That's it. He giveth snow like wool. Hello? He scattereth the hoar frost like ashes. Snow like wool. Did the guy in Revelation 1:14, the Negro, did he have snow on his head? He should be shivering. Well, or no. It would have been melting, wouldn't it? Because he was like on fire. But wait, so what are you saying, man? Like, so you're Mexicans, but then Mexicans are Hamites? So Hamites built these... You believe this, family? I'm not lying. But a lot of you guys are asleep. A lot of you guys are asleep. You guys think this is funny. You guys, look, listen, it's no different for you that like supposedly into these 12 type chart stuff, right? It's no different that when you were showing, hey, mama. Thank you. It's no different. Thanks, honey. It's no different than when somebody's over here trying to supposedly tell you that they're the real people of the Bible. And they say you are. No, they don't even know one, bro. Yo, bro. What's up, bro? Well, hold on a second. What did I say? Stop. Black Yawashai up there sipping red wine. We'll crack this guy open and come down and with him red eyes. You forgot the song. No, you forgot. He's gonna come down in a purple and gold plane, right? Gin and juice. Lay back with my mom on my money and my money on my mind. That's what he says. That's what he says. Let's continue. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. But hold on a second. You know what? I want to show you this real quick. Because as I'm sharing Micah 2, right? I do recall this. If you remember, way back then, right? It says Exodus 1:10, come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. Are we not doing that now? Who is growing the most in America? We are. Let us deal with them wisely, lest they multiply, and find out who they are, according to the Bible. And it shall come to pass that when there falleth out of any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. So what do? They bring idiots, people in media, these talking heads with bull. What do? Therefore, did they set over them taskmasters to afflict them? The same sellouts that we got in Central or South or in Mexico? You punk asses are going to pay for sucking the wells of these dumbass idiots. Well, you that are in these 12-type chart rooms, y'all are stupid. You came out of his nuts, bro. That's what you guys are saying, that you are their sperm. I don't know why you don't wrap that around your mind. Therefore, they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. Oh, you know what? You're light-skinned. You're mixed. Maybe the Most High. Maybe you ain't Israel. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe you got to marry into that family, so then you may get salvation. You realize, excuse me, we got sisters in there getting married to these West Africans because they think that the woolly hair is going to help them. The nerve of them. The stupidity. The stupidity. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors. Yeah, these men are dumb. They're like kids. You know, they're like kids. They think like kids. They're not men. They think like kids. And women rule over them. Oh, my people. Women, you know, those Canaanites. Very emotional people. Oh, my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err and destroy the path. Those are not lies. Check this out. Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth her gates languish, her people lament on the ground, and they cry to up Jerusalem, and and the cry of Jerusalem goes up. You see that? It was mourning. It wasn't color. Like, for example, those pictures that he was showing. That's what they do. They call them themselves. It's called mourning. But hey, what do I know, right? But like they did it before, they're gonna do it again. Check this out. I'll show you. Look, even I'll give you one example. One example in the New Testament. It's way back. Watch this real quick. It says here, now the next Matthew 22:27-62. Okay, watch this. Excuse me. And remember, secrets are revealed to the sons of the Most High. I didn't go to college. I didn't do very well in school. I hardly knew how to read in English. I didn't like reading. You know, DUI after DUI after DUI. You know, I'm a clean citizen now. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, all Father. But I don't deserve to be in this situation, this position. To know this, I don't deserve it. But I'm glad that I know, because now I learned to love our heritage and my gente, and I've learned to become a man. Matthew 27:62. And now the next day that followed the day of the preparation, the chief priests and Pharisees came together unto Pilate, saying, Sir, like sometimes I get actually flagged on YouTube now. We remember that the deceiver said, remember what they said about, I remember when I left Purple and Gold, I was the deceiver. Like, I was wrong. I was bugging out. No, I'm wrong, man. You're bugging out. And I'm like, bro, I'm seeing history. Like, it's not lying. No. They decided to close their eyes. Okay? They're still banging on the white man, even though the black guy that's sitting next to them was there raping their girl while the white man was over there passing laws since 1492. Do you want me to lie? I'm not going to lie. Shit. Hey, man, the scripture that says, Peter, I believe. I have it. That's right. I have it. I'll read it later. Let me continue. Saying, sir, we remember that deceiver said, yeah, they called me a liar, that I'm a heathen, that I'm a liar, I'm lying, I'm just a racist. Okay. While he was yet alive, after 3 days, I will rise again. The deceiver said that, right? But here's an example. Command, therefore, that the sepulchre be made sure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples come by night and steal him away and say unto the people, he is risen from the dead, so the last error shall be worse than the first. Pilate said unto them, ye have a watch, go your way, and make sure and make it sure as ye can. So they went, plotting, making sure that, hey, listen, I don't know if it's true or not, but even if it is, I don't give a shit. That's what they said. The priest, the chief priest, Sakari, Mr. Pharisee. Zephaniah 3:13. Let me get that real quick, bro. What you got? Let's see. Zephaniah 3:13. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies. See, there you go right there. Beautiful, bro. There's no need to mislead. There's no need to mislead. Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouths. Why? Because we either are Israel or we're not. It's like you're either pregnant or you're not. You're not half-ass pregnant. You can't be half pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. My dad used to say that. Neither shall be a deceitful tongue be found in their mouths, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid, meaning that I speak and I'm not worried about, oh, they're going to catch me. I got nothing to hide. They got nothing to hide. I'm showing truth. That's it. I'm showing our history. Whatever truth you want to listen to, whatever, that's up to you. You want to keep listening to these strangers from afar, from the end of the earth, who flew like eagles? Both of them did, together. That's why they're here still. That's why they're passing laws, looking at you like you ain't shit. Jeremiah 11:19. But I was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter, and I knew not that they had deceived devices against me. Like, I didn't know they were really gonna go this far. Now they're gonna say now y'all are Mexicans, bro. Now you negros are Mexicans. I wonder how they would feel if one of them went to jail, and they go and tell Raza, we're the real Mexicans, or they go tell the African, whatever they call themselves, gorillas. That's what they said. That's not me. That's what they said. And they knew not that they had devices. Damn, devices, man, like triple wickedness against me, saying, let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof. Now I'm going to tell you something, family. There's no other nation in the world that when they deal with you, they say, bro, I'm gonna be real. I work with, this other people, man, but there's nothing like raza. They're just different. When people go to Central America or Mexico or like one of our nice areas where it's not nice in regards to clean, just where our people are, they fall in love with the gente. Let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof. They don't want that to come out of us. They don't want that. And let us cut him off from the land of the living, meaning our heritage, that his name may be no more remembered. Now, we didn't even build the pyramids. Family. Okay? That's what they're saying now. So we're just savages. The white man said it. Now you got a black guy saying it. We're savages. Proverbs 1:12, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoils. This is what they said. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. This is what they agreed upon. This is, in reality, Psalms 83, to be quite frank with you. To be frank with you, this is Psalms 83. I mean, it literally says right here clearly. Let us swallow them up alive as a grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit, dead. Revelation 11:8. We shall find all precious substance. Why? Because once we're gone or not thinking of how valuable we are, that's why they call themselves African American or American. And we're illegals in our own land. Now we're not even from this land. So they enslaved you, supposedly. You come here and you find out that you're from this land? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Let me give you another example, and I got something to read to you. Acts 4:13. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, which is what they say about me. Convener. That I'm unlearned. You're right, I am. They marveled, and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Jesus. And beholding the man which was healed standing with them, they could say nothing against. But when they had commanded them to go aside out of the council, they conferred among themselves, watch this, saying, what shall we do with these men? Tell what, you know what, just, as a matter of fact, don't even worry about Bible Chronicles, bro. Don't even pay attention to them. Just, whatever, dude, just ignore him. If we ignore him, everybody's good. Ephesians 4:25, wherefore putting us away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for as we are members one of another. That is exactly the point. But what shall we do about this guy? Just ignore him. As long as you ignore him and not bring attention, you're fine. You see what goes on with this channel. You telling me only so many, only a few views? Almost 400 videos, family, in almost less than 2 years. 400 videos, nonstop information. I mean, obviously I show it often, but new things coming out all the time, and yet only a few subscribers compared to that got like 1,000 or 2,000 or even like more than me, like, right? And they don't even have nothing. It's all fake. Let's continue. For indeed, a notable miracle had been done by them is manifest to all them that dwell in Jerusalem, or Yahushalom. And we cannot deny it. This is why I'm saying, family, they can't deny this at all. I'm bringing constant material without trying to show, with no narrative, just showing you what I'm reading and constantly showing who we are according to the Bible. And not only that, we act the part. Like, we actually are living that right now. People can say all you want, man. Go ahead and paint the picture as best as you can, but the actions in your people speak louder. Highest abortion rate, highest pornography, highest promiscuousness, highest arrest, highest robberies. Like, it just goes on and on and on, and it has nothing to do with slavery. No, it's a spirit of Canaan. But that it spread no further among the people. Let us straightly threaten them that they speak henceforth to no man in this name. So you'll see that this is going to happen. Once other brothers start catching on, which I actually had a couple brothers reach out to me today and yesterday. Amazing. All praise, all glory. My goal is to be the stepping stone. If they think I'm something, wait till the other brother that's supposed to wake up, who's got more power, more ways, more teaching. This is just the beginning. And it's gonna be like water. Like once it opens, let me tell you something, family. You know, I used to live in San Diego, right? If you guys find out, like, San Diego got flooded like crazy. It's never been flooded like that before. Ever. Times are changing. And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor teach the name of Jesus. But the unlearned, but Peter and John answered and said unto them, whether it be right in the sight of God to hearken unto you more than unto God, judge ye, meaning you decide. You think am I supposed to listen to men or listen to the Most High? For we cannot but speak the things which we have seen and heard. We have seen and heard these things, right? I'll give you an example. We read this before. These wobbles here, apparently they don't know how to read James the Deer. He clearly says, yeah, they're copper color, red color, sure. They and they delight in everything, which they imagine may promote and increase it. You see that? You see that? This book, excuse me, sorry. The history of the American Indians, particularly those nations, adjusting to, you can see the style of writing of James the Deer. What year is that? I'm going to try one for that. Let me find out. Let me see. 1776. Okay? Now let's go. So they're copper color. They delight, listen, the Indians are of a copper color, of a copper or red clay color, and they delight in everything which they imagine may promote and increase it. You guys cannot promote nor increase your color. You're either blackety black or wackety white. You light-skinned ones, like, the twins, they can't tan. They cannot get darker. They'll get redder. Guarantee you. We, however, can get lighter and darker throughout the season, depending on whether I'm in the sun more or not. If you can see, when I wear sandals, you'll see the clear distinction that I'm light-skinned and also dark-skinned. So anyways, let's continue. I don't even have to. You guys already know. All the Indians are so strongly attached to and prejudiced in favor of their own color that they think as meanly of the whites as we possibly can do of them. The English trader among them experience much of it and are often very glad to be allowed to pass on muster with the Indian chieftain as a fellow brethren of the human species. Okay? So we know in this book here, it talks about several things. Like what they look like, the hotter the colder the hotter or colder the climate is, where the Indians have long resided, the greater proportion they have either of red, white, or color. Did you guys forget to read this? It's in page 2. I took particular notice of the Shawano Indians as they were passing by the northward within 50 miles of the Chickasaw country to that of the Creeks. And by comparing them with the Indians which I accompanied to their camp, I observed that the Shawano to be much fairer than the Chickasaw. You guys always bring these pictures of blackety black people. How come you don't show the light-skinned ones? Oh, porque no te conviene, ¿verdad, pendejo? No te conviene, güey. No te conviene. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me slow down a bit. Sorry, family. I've been kind of going a little fast, right? Let's see what you got, bro. That 12 chart, stupid. How did we get shorter if we came from these people? Yeah, exactly, bro. Oh, because you mix with white people. But white people are taller than us. Oh, because you mix with Asians. Well, there's Asians that are taller than us, too. It's funny, dude. Oh, man, this gets crazy. Give me a second. Sorry, hold on. I'm a little hungry, family. I've been working all day. All right. It says that the Indian color is merely accidental or artificial appears pretty evident. So let's examine that for a second. That the Indian color is merely accidental or artificial appears pretty evident. Weird, huh? Let me continue looking through here. It's because they are pseudoscientists that the white people they claim to hate so much. Yeah, they love them, bro. They love the green guy. Like the white people they claim to hate so much. Excuse the typo. You're good, bro. You don't have to excuse yourself, dude. Don't even trip. Proverbs 25:2, it says, "It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, But the honor of kings is to search out the matter. Beautiful. Hey man, you in this? Hey man, you in the scriptures, bro. That's good, man. Hey brothers, you guys got to pay attention. Seriously, man. Start being mindful. That's how you communicate. They will do no wrong. They will tell no lies. A deceitful tongue will not be found in their mouths. They will eat, lie down, and none will make them afraid. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, you could see the translation's a little awkward on a couple multiple levels on that one, but it's all good. Eurocentrics say we came from an ape nutsack. Yep. Afrocentrics say we came. Hey, that's that's kind of funny, right? That's good. Hey, that's good, bro. Holy moly. That's actually a good thought. Chew on that for a second. The irony of that shit, right? The irony, think about it, the irony. Eurocentrics say we came from apes. Nutsack, correct, right? Afrocentrics say we came out of theirs. Oh, that's funny. Man. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I hope that dude once told me, quote, when Pangea split happened, some black Egyptians stayed in South America. And that's how South and Central America got pyramids. I thought I heard it all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Greece used it because they wanted to go. They probably did. Greece. I wonder if that's where Cri came from, bro. I wonder if that's where it came from. That's funny. Let me see. I told you they won't debate you because it will destroy their Masonic One West doctrine. I feel sorry for our sisters who got with these loudmouth fools. Yeah, that's the sad part, bro. These deranged lunatics have enough to call Meshicha Issachar, when in reality those motherfuckers actually like wild like donkeys. Yeah, it's straight up. But even donkeys are not wild. I mean, I know what you mean. They're actually smart. So it's not, I'll give an example. I didn't care if I was, matter of fact, if I was, it is a car, I wouldn't matter. I wouldn't care. Burros are very smart. The terminology of a burro is that you're hard-headed. That's what it means. A burro doesn't mean that you're dumb. It means you're hard-headed. Que no te mueves, güey. Like you're not willing to move. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's on your end, bro. I'm kind of going through the no more two nations. In that day shall the five cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan and swear to the Lord of hosts. One shall be called the city of destruction. Your name is of. It says, let me see. There are no vowels in the language of Canaan, which we would speak in that day. No more two nations. It's true, my brother. It's true. No more two nations, man. That's very true. And that's exactly what we're showing now. I'm not saying separate from our people. No, come together to our gente, but know the difference. My wife asked me the other day, well, if it's not about the flesh, how do you know? I mean, obviously, family, it's a spiritual thing in reality, but it's not like open. Oh, okay, it's open for everybody. No, it's not like a spiritual Israel. Like he's searching for his children still, and his children are going to be the ones waking up. So it's not about phenotype or color because we mixed. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's not about an African person either. Those are just facts. I had to tell you. Because which of the two nations are the ones trying to take away a heritage just claiming a heritage that if they were, they're so far from. For example, Khazars, okay? They're claiming a heritage that we see historically they were converts. And then these guys here, they're claiming a heritage that we see historically they were also converts. Now the same people, now they're here in this land saying, we're the real Americans. This is promised land. Oh, And then black folks are saying, oh, and we built the pyramids. The Jew and the Negro. All over again. I don't know who else is doing it. I mean, you see the gringo, the gringos want to be us? Maybe the $5 ones. But they're not trying to be us, bro. The British, nah, they ain't trying to be us, man. They want to be them. You see difference, family. Not everybody is the same tribe. That's it. Besides their rights, or their customs, as well as we shall presently see, prove them to be Orientalist, meaning from the East, right? For example. And that's why they don't read James Adair? I don't know. Did you skip that too? And the difference of color among the human species is one of the principal causes of separation, strife, and bloodshed, would it not greatly to reflect on the goodness and justice of the divine being. Ignominiously to brand numerous tribes and their posterity with a color odious and hateful in the sight and opinion of those of a different color. Some writers have contended from the diversity of color that America was not peopled from any part of Asia or of the old world, meaning Africa too. But that the natives were a separate creation. This is what they say. Again, this is not my concern, right? So let's move on. But check this out. Moreover, to form one creation of whites, a second creation of yellows, and a third for blacks is a weakness of which infinite wisdom is incapable. Here's to explain why. Because what we would do, here, watch this. Let me show you right here. An experience which is best medium to discover truth gives the true cause why this corpus nacusum, or glued web, is red in the Indians and white in us. The practicing wind and the hot sunbeams beating upon their naked bodies in their various gradations of life necessary tarnish their skin with a red tawny color. You see that? He's saying that they get a tan. They get a tan with the sun, a red tawny color. And to this, their constant anointing themselves with bear's oil or grease mixed with a certain red root. So they make the oil, make it red, which by a particular property is able alone in a few years of time to produce the Indian color in those who are white born. I mean, come on, man. What is that? I'm asking, family. I don't understand. Are they not reading what I'm reading? It clearly says that our gente was white and also brown. Not everybody tan, of course. Like my brother Chato, my brother Jaime. They don't have to tan. They're darkity dark. I got it. I'm the lightest one out of my family. My sister and I. Myself and my sister. Everybody else is, very brown. So, again, but anyhow, let's continue. Here, just to show you that even a white man in Pennsylvania, he did the same thing, and eventually he ended up being dark. So it's like you can tan, and you can see widows do that right now, okay? So this book is saying that we have the skin or the DNA of a variety of colors. In case you guys don't understand DNA is it's a very complex, it's complex to explain. But from the way my wife explains it, it's like imagine a web, all right? So white and black folks, their DNA is not as intricate as ours. That's why when they have babies, they have typically black babies or typically white babies. Every now and then you get a sprinkle of a mixture, and they'll call them albinos, right? We don't call albinos like that. We can have dark-skinned babies. We can have light-skinned babies. You see what I'm saying? It's all relative. Hold on a second. Oh, I see. You believe in the 12-tribe chart. That's why you're here. I kind of thought so, but I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. Eventually, the spirit comes about. So, I mean, you posted it. You know what I'm saying? So explain it. Do you believe in the 12-type chart? blacks and Hispanics are the same? Because you're in the wrong channel if that's the case. We're not the same at all. At all. 100% not the same. And if you like, we can go through a few things to show you. I will show you. I'm not trying to push away my gente, but there is a difference between being enslaved because that's just what you're bound to be, or because it's a real curse and you did something and you didn't listen to your father. Yeah, it's very clear. There's a big difference. White people were enslaved, Asians were enslaved, Arabs were enslaved. So they could kind of say they're part of the Bible, but not all of them can hit all Deuteronomy 28:68. Only we can. And as you can see, we come in varieties. It's not just blackety black. It says, we may easily conclude then that what is a fixed change of color, such as a constant method of life, would produce. For the color being once thoroughly established, nature would, as it were, forget herself, not to beget her own likeness. Besides, may we not suppose that the imagination can impress the immaculate at the time of copulation by its strong suitable power, with with at least such an external similitude as if we speak. So he's talking about, in a nutshell. Let me read it again. So maybe you guys can let me read it again, okay? It says, we may easily conclude then what a mixed change of color, such as constant method of life, would produce. Okay? So the change of color in our people. For the color being once thought by established, nature would, as if it were, forget herself, not to beget her own likeness. It's like, for example, if you're born dark, wouldn't you stay dark? So what they were saying is we were having babies, right? We were having babies, right? And some of them would be lighter skinned than us. Like, for example, like me. You know, my mom and my dad, my brothers, mis hermanos, you know, morenos, more like me, more than me. And then I come on, boom, like the sun, like that. Well, not the sun, but, you know, light skin. So it's like, that's what they're saying. Like, wait a minute. Wouldn't you suppose that they would create the likeness of themselves? Besides, may we not suppose that the imagination can impress the immaculate, I believe, in the time of copulation, by its strong, subtle power, with at least such an external similitude as we speak of? So watch this. The sacred oracles and the Christian registers, as well as Indian tradition, supports this sentiment. The color of Jacob's cattle resembled that of the peeled rod he placed before them in the time of conception. Interestingly, that they say Jacob's cattle. Okay? We have good authority of a Spanish lady who conceived and was delivered of a Negro child, a dark-skinned baby, by means of black pictures that hung on the wall opposed to the bed where she lay. There is a record among Chickasaw Indians that tell us of a white child with flaxen hair, born in their country, long before any white people appeared in the part of the world. Oh, no, man, no, it's not biblical. It was a dream. It was a dream. It was a dream. It was a dream from some guy that he said he saw in a vision, and that's the only shit. Listen, bro, don't. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't bring milk shit here. Do not bring milk. Trust me, man. That's not gonna work here. And the 12-type chart is not biblical. It was a dream, and they said it themselves. So it wasn't like he was studying the Bible, and then that was relevant to him. Then reverence came, like, oh, yeah, you're right. I found it. No. He had a dream. He had a dream. And then he said, oh, I'm gonna match my dream with the scriptures. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He didn't study the scriptures and said, listen, family, I've been studying this for quite some time. And then, you know, in my vision, whatever, you know, expanded upon it, whatever. No. Hold on a second. Well, not that one. No, it didn't do that. He had a dream, and then he said, oh, shoot, let me interpret the dream like he's Daniel or some shit. No. Now, and maybe you don't know the history that they went through and we went through, but it's not the same. Not at all. Not one bit. So you may assume, but it wasn't anything. The problem with people in America is that they only teach you guys what they want to show you. You got to expand those books beyond that, way beyond that. See, so let me guess. You guys like to ask this question: are you Hispanic or so-called African? That's going to tell us everything. That's going to tell us everything. That's what I'm trying to ask. Like, I kind of think he thinks he is. So let him speak for himself. Anyhow, as we can see, as American Indians are of a reddish copper color, so in general are they strong. Copper color, right? And that's all they read. As American Indians are reddish copper color. That's all they read. They read nothing else. Colombianos, that's all you did. You read nothing else. So now let's skip to the page. Let me show you something. Oh, wait. Let me not forget. Look. This page 6. The former are comely, pleasant-looking people. Their faces are tolerably round, contrary to the visage of the others, which incline much to flatness. As in the case of most of the other Indian Americans, the lips of the Indians, okay? The lips of the Indians, in general, are thin. Family, I'm going to tell you something. You know, I like music. You guys know that, right? So there's groups I listen to all across the world. And, there's a couple groups that I listen to, and they're from Spain, okay? I play them every now and then. Check it out. Most of them have, like, thick lips, man. Most of them have thick lips. Thicker than me. You know me. You see me. I don't have thick lips. I got thin lips. So, me personally, I've never seen a so-called African of the west side of Africa have thin lips, unless they married unless they were with white people. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't going to be honest about your color, man. Saying your color of the penny. By the way, that's not bronze. Copper is not bronze. I just want to tell you that, okay? In case you don't know. Let's read this real quick. Some ancient. Oh, here, let me show you this. This is so true. Just like Candace Owens, you know what I mean? Just like Candace Owens, man. Just like Candace Owens. They love to assume that they know us. Like, listen, let me tell you something, man. And no other nation going to tell us who we are from this point moving forward. No other nation at all. You're not going to try to tell us that we're of African descent, because that's what you believe, that we came out of your nutsack. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what you believe in, okay? Again, man, first you guys got to really, really sit back and understand what you're doing when you're coming to this channel and saying those things. Here's what they teach. 1 Corinthians 15:50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God. Neither do corruption inherit incorruption. Because if you believe this doctrine, then you're still in the 12-type chart, regardless of whether you're in a camp or not. It says here. For flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. So here's the facts. Whether you are of a camp or not, you believe in the chart, okay? What they teach is that we look this way because we are corrupt. That's exactly what they teach. That we mix with the other nation, the white man, and that's why we are light-skinned. Or we don't look like you guys. That's what they say. So we're corrupt. You guys are not. Behold, I show you a mystery. Oh, hold on a second. Listen, Ak, come here. I'm going to show you. You're going to be powerful one day. Oh, and you know what? You don't look like me, though. It's all good, homie. It's all good, homie. You're going to look like me when Meshiacha returns. Watch this. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not sleep, but we shall be changed. We shall all be changed. So, if you're like a little dumbass paisita and you want to fit in, ¿a poco sí, güey? Yeah, that's exactly it. No. I believe that our brothers are also dark skinned. Not at all. Now, I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to say this. Before we continue, because I'm not going to go against, I'm not going to attack you, bro. I'm not. But before we continue, and don't post for your sake, okay? Because I think we can come to a good agreement, but it depends on your spirit, okay? Watch some of the classes that I've shown. I clearly show that our people did mix and that we do look like a variety of people. But what I don't want to start assuming or having my gente assume that we came out of black folks. And that's why we look the way we look. That is no different than white eugenics. That is no different. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So that's why I'm standing. If I were you, my brother, if you are my beloved, then just sit back a bit. Just listen and move the spirit outside of you, man. Don't make it into ¿cómo se dice? Don't make it into about colorism, bro. All right? This is about our gente. So if you care about our gente, you're going to get rid of the colorism. Because if you really see the stuff that I've been bringing out, there is a whole separation between us, and I'm including you, and them. Us and them is way different. Listen, my brother, if you look at the class I did, Partis Sequitur Ventrum, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. And if you happen to look like so-called them, well, you're going to have to find out a very sad history, my brother, because they took our women. That law was not against black women or white women. It was strictly towards natives, bro. Matter of fact, look, I'll show you. Well, let me finish this, and then I'll show you. No, you know what? I'm going to move on. Matter of fact, family, you know what's let me show this real quick. Let me see if I have it, all right? Hold on a second. Let me see. What would it be under? What would it be under? Organization, maybe? No. It would be, let me see. Artus. Hold on a second. We'll find it here. All right, so I did this class, Partus Sequitur Ventrum of 1962. Okay? And I call it Meshiacha slavery because I'm considering the whole land up north and south. All right? That's what I'm going by. That's my, you could say, lack thereof understanding. Okay? So now, this right here is one example of what I'm talking about. You see this man right here? It's a black man right there. These are white folks. And that's our sister right there. Partis Sequitur Ventrum was targeted towards our sisters. It wasn't targeted towards them at all. Now, did they get a piece of the puzzle? Yeah, of course. Now, I'm not gonna go that route, bro. I'm just trying to help you here. I'm just trying to help you, man. If you're listening to what I'm saying, bro, I just told you, you know what I mean? Watch the other classes I've done, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find the picture here. Is it this one? No. Hold on. Just real quick, and then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move back to the topic. No, that's not it. Give me a second, family. ¿Cómo le nombré, güey? Shit. Oh man, I probably don't have it. I can't remember the name. Let me see. Anyway, you know what? Just watch the class, bro. Seriously, man. Just check it out. The Quiche Reliefs. I'll check them out later. But anyways, just in case you don't know, this is what they teach. Okay? Just in case you don't know that this is how you're going to become like black again. So what they're saying is that if you're so-called a Hebrew, then the only way that you're a Hebrew is that if you're black, like African. That's what they teach. We don't do that. Here's why I'm reading this. It says, some ancient historians were ignorant. Others prejudiced, which is what I'm finding. Some searchers into antiquities adopted the traditional tales of their predecessors. And others, looking with contempt, like we see today, on the origin of tribes and societies. Looking with contempt, meaning they're not really interested for our own benefit at all. And they're not interested in our benefit, okay, at all. Altogether exploded them without investigation. You see that? So they looked at it in contempt, altogether exploited them without investigation or investigation. Yeah. So they went about like, that's what it seems. I'll just write it down. They copy and pasted, basically. My design is to examine if possible, ascertain the genealogy and the descent of the Indians. All right? So now, let me show you this real quick. Let's move on. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me, page number 6. I almost forgot. Let me just show you guys real quick. Where is it at? Oh, here it goes. Their eyes are small, sharp, and black. Their hair is lank, coarse, and darkish. I never saw any with curly hair. What? Yeah. He never saw any Indians with curly hair. None whatsoever. That's milk. Let me see what you got. Veggie. Let me see the word. I'm not familiar with that word. Vegetated? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's, yeah, so what's the deal? I don't understand. I don't understand. Indians are not black. Yeah, I know. I know that. I don't know. I'm not sure if you know what we're even like. Okay, bro. Matter of fact, let me continue, okay? Because I don't think we're on the same page here. Indians are not black, or are they black? I don't understand, bro. Like we're actually clearing that up. Well, they also didn't have curly hair, and not all Indians were not black. I mean, brown. You know what I mean? Like some of us mixed. I mean, some of us are darker than others. You can't also say that. You know what I'm saying? Tampoco no mames, güey. You know, tampoco no mames, güey. Hold on a second. Let me go to this real quick. And the reason why I read this, that some ancient historians are willing to, not sincerely look at your history. Some ancient historians were ignorant, others prejudiced, right? Others prejudiced. So what is one example of people that have a prejudiced judgment against you? Very clear, very simple. Daniel 7:25. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. To think to change times and laws, understanding, and their time. Meaning us boss on the bottom and they're on top. Times and laws, their customs, their ways is their time. Remember the scripture that says they got but about a short time? Exactly what it is. And they shall give unto his hand, and they shall be given unto his hand until a time and a times and dividing of times. Once again, we go back to this. So I always ask these questions, man. Listen, if somebody was able to answer these, then it would be cool, man. Then I'll probably still be in those rooms. But when you start wondering, like, how come you guys don't tell us who these guys are? Then you start exposing yourself. It says your Psalms 83 too. For lo, it says your for lo. Hold on a second, man. I didn't even know I was doing this. For lo, thine enemies make a moat, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. And that's my point, bro. That's what they've done. They cut us off from being a nation. Yeah, born again into your heritage, into your traditions, into the laws, into the way of our Father. That's what it means. Not dipping your head in water, not thinking you can go eat pork and all that stuff. If you're keeping the commandments, bro, then all glory to our Father. But if you're saying that the 12 tribe chart is for real, now I know you're wrong, because you're 100% wrong. And if you're native of this land, then you need to really back off a little bit, because I'm from Mexico. I was born in Mexico, Guadalajara. My family is from there. Okay, I know my history. I still got familia down there. We know what went about, and there's a lot of stuff that you guys don't know up here that happened down there. That's why. That's exactly why it's important. What you said, you're right. Being born again, that's important, but with truth. With truth. That's what I'm asking for. Inquiring minds want to know. I ask questions, people don't want to answer. I'm like, okay, how come you saying that? Doesn't make sense. Jeremiah 31:36 says this. If those ordinances depart before me, say the Lord, which his name is Yahoo, or Yao, which we used to pronounce, not Yahweh, then the seed of Israel, or Ish Yahoo, also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. You see, what that means is when the moon is not there, when the sun goes down, when everything explodes, when that ends, then we are going to end. So we never departed. Ever, ever, ever departed. Now, here's why I did this class, the whole Wakanda thing, right? Now, when I first heard these people talk, man, it made me mad. But I was like, but it's not our history, right? That's what I thought. So let's listen into stupidity. And I'm gonna speed it up so you can see the normalization of racism. The normalization of racism. All right, let's go.
I didn't like Black Panther 1 because the messages were horrible.
Hold on.
CIA agents were friends. I didn't like Black Panther 1 because the messages were horrible. CIA agents were friends of the Wakandans. CIA agents were responsible for the assassination of nearly every major black leader we had in the 20th century. They made the Wakandans look selfish, like they didn't care about American Africans. They made Killmonger the symbolic representation of the African-American alpha male who was conscious. They made him into a killer and a disrespecter of African culture. I thought the themes in Wakanda were horrible. There was no romance, no intimacy, no love, no black woman with a child in the whole movie. Black Panther 1 was a political nightmare. Now let's go to Black Panther 2. And I'm going to keep this brief. Let me say this. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican.
He's a liar. No disrespect, but yet you call us underwater Mexicans. Like wetbacks.
Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community. You have a right to your own heroes, and Mexican children have a right to see their heroes in their own image. I totally support the right of Mexican children to see heroes in their own image. So respect to the Mexican community. With that being said, I did not take my children to see Black Panther 2 so they can watch Mexican superheroes whip the shit out of black superheroes. I'm going to say it again. And I don't care who don't like it. As far as I'm concerned, it was a total disgrace to watch a movie where everything black children held sacred about the Wakandans was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans. Vibranium was supposed to be native to Wakanda, but Ryan Coogler and whoever else wrote that horrible screenplay gave the underwater Mexicans Vibranium too and made them as strong as the Wakandans. Why would you build up Black Panther as strongly as you did in the first movie only to turn around and tear the damn thing down? The Mexicans were clearly stronger than the Africans in that movie. The Mexicans were whipping our ass the whole movie. The Mexican leader, and I forget his name, he got more screen time in the movie than the Black Panther did. If this movie is about Black Panther, emphasis on black, why are our children in the movie theater watching an underwater Mexican hero get more screen time than the black hero in the movie?
No, I'm not. You see, you're a young, let me tell you something, bro. If you want me to read a scripture like Ezekiel and all that, why don't you hit the link and we could talk about it if you like. But then don't get embarrassed when I start embarrassing you, and don't run, because I'm gonna go straight to the scriptures in Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna hit you hard, and you better answer it, or you're gonna embarrass yourself. That's why I keep saying, sit back, be quiet, and listen, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And did you know? Matter of fact, did you know? Let me just tell you something. Did you know that the Holy Spirit we pronounce as Ruach? Did you know that? You didn't know that. And that was down south. So again, man, if you want me to read a scripture, hit the link. If not, I'm still trying to help you. I'm having patience, bro. But damn, you're making it. And you're gonna find out my point. I don't let nobody get under my skin, man. Listen, I don't take none of this. Well, I cannot say it personal. Of course, I don't take it personal. But what's the best way to say it? I'm a professional at this, man. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, I come from a boxing background, so for me, this is nothing. Yeah, I know. That's what I just said, that we fit all the curses, the natives of this land. But it seems like you keep wanting to include other people before you even can consider who your people are. Look, listen, man. These are not your gente, bro. Okay? Because they don't have the cultura, they don't have the man, if your spiritual understanding of these things, then you would even understand at this point. And this has nothing to do with curses. There's a gazillionaire of Negroes in America. They have it the best than any other so-called African tribe in the entire world. And you're telling me they're cursed?
So Dr. Umar went to see Wakanda Forever.
Did he?
This is great. What was his review?
Super. No disrespect to the Mexican community.
No, that means
You
disrespect.
have a right to your own heroes, and Mexican children have a right to see their heroes in their own image.
No, that's true.
I totally support the right of Mexican children to see heroes in their own image.
Yep, that's true.
So respect to the Mexican community.
That's all gang.
With that being said, I did not take my children to see Black Panther 2 so they can watch Mexican superheroes whip the shit out of black superheroes. I don't care who don't like it. As far as I'm concerned, it was a total disgrace to watch a movie where everything black children held sacred about the Wakandans was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans. Vibranium was supposed to be native to Wakanda. But Ryan Coogler and whoever else wrote that horrible screenplay gave the underwater Mexicans vibranium too and made them as strong as the Wakandans. Why would you?
So as you can see, it's all nice and jokes, huh? They're just jakes. Let me assume, right? They're just jakes. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me show you something, dude. All right, answer this, okay? You said that the white man took their culture. Okay. You see this right here? Yeah, I already did. I know I know where you're going. That they're all black, right? I don't understand what the Lakeisha is. Like it's an old relic from back in the day. So, but that's not the point. We're talking about right now, okay? You said Esau. You said they took their heritage. Oh, poor me. You see this empathy family. Okay, you see this right here? This is the a journal of the Negro history, right? So it's like slaves, right? See the slaves, right? You like Gallego, Isaac, yeah, slaves. They supposedly white people had slaves, right? Pennsylvania, South Carolina, hundreds of slaves. 14, 10, 12, you know what I mean? 20, all of this stuff, right? Check it out. Check it out. Like it's just a bunch of slaves, man. Like look. Oh, poor black people, right? That's what you're assuming. Louisiana. Well, let's go to another state. No, shit. There's a lot of in Louisiana. Remember the Louisiana Purchase, okay? Remember that. Connecticut, Delaware. Hey, listen, family. Can you guys Google the relic that he's talking about? Just Google it. Please look at it. Apparently, he thinks I'm scared to show it. I have a kind of like a session going on right now. You know what I mean? Anyways, so check this out. 24 slaves, right? Hundreds of slaves, man. Hundreds of slaves. Now you're saying Esau took away their heritage. Okay. Explain this to me then. Okay, explain this to me. And don't be telling me some dumb scripture. Free Negro owners of slaves in the United States in 1838. Explain this to me. Free Negro owners of slaves. Since you want to defend them so much, you're defending them more than you're defending your own gente. So as of right now, I don't care what you think you are. Based on your spirit, you could be them for all I give a damn. Because you can't explain this. Explain this to me. Free Negroes. Wait, what are you talking about, bro? Free Negro owners of slaves in the United States of America. Together with absentee ownership of slaves in the United States in 1830. In 1830. That's, so you see, family? You see this, family? That's 200 years after they got here. But see, that makes no sense now. You, with your 12 tribe belief, I'm scared you haven't hit the link. That's how stupid you are. That's how dumb you are, man. I'm gonna start calling your names out because you're being a child. I told you, sit back, listen. But no, sigues de pendejo, güey. You want to hit the link, bro. because I want you to explain this to me. Because then I'm gonna go through Deuteronomy 28, and I won't get out of that chapter. I will not get out of that chapter, and you prove to me that they are the people. I mean, you keep. How come you don't? How come? Oh, now you made an excuse just now. That's 200 years later, man. It's not their fault, is what you're saying. I'm sorry. The white man made them into slavers. Oh, okay, all right. If you say so, all right, well, okay, cool, sounds good. Okay, well, let's go back now. So now let's get historical here. If you're saying that this was 200 years ago, you know what I'm gonna do, family. You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm gonna do. So stick around. I'm about to show you something here. Since you say that supposedly, okay, right? Supposedly, 200 years ago. Okay? All right. Well, let's see if that is true. Let me go here. Black Society in Spanish Florida. Okay? It's not the book I'm going to bring out. So, here, right here. Check this out. You see that right there? That says there, Juan Garrido, African, Portugal, black. These are black conquistadors. These are negro. Look, life patterns of some black conquistadors. You see what I mean, family? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This all talk. She's probably Yehudi. Oh my God, it's Yehudi. That girl doesn't stop. Oh wow, dude, that's crazy. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only a few of black conquistadors. Juan Garrido, el conquistador negro en las Antillas, Florida, Mexico, y Carolina. What are you talking about, man? I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Here, I'll show you another one. Okay, here's one that's gonna blow your mind. Here goes right here. It says here, watch. This is from a current book, okay? Now, you said 200 years ago. 200 years ago. You guys can Google it. I already saw it, man. You're the one. You're listen, Yehudi. It's a girl. Family, don't worry about it. But I'm glad that she's here again. She likes me. It's all good. I know I'm sexy. It's all good. An untold number of free people of African descent, black conquistadors, born in Africa. You see? So now, 200 years ago, now it's because of slavery, and now they're black Edomites. Well, guess who started teaching that? Dummy. That was me. You are in the channel that brought that out. You didn't know that, did you? Oh, family, you see what I'm saying, man? This is beautiful. Let's read. An untold number of free people of African descent, black conquistadors born in Africa or in the Iberian Peninsula, also accompanied Spanish conquistadors such as Hernán Cortés and Ponce de León. So if they're black Edomites, how do you believe the 12-type chart, Ak? You're sitting with black Edomites then. Now you guys can't go nowhere now. Okay, so check this out. This is more than 200 years ago. This is 500 years ago. Okay, black conquistadors born in Africa or in the Iberian Peninsula accompanied Spanish conquistadors such as Hernán Cortés and Ponce de León, two of the famed explorers of the vast region that would become modern Mexico and western and southern regions of the United States. And as we might expect, their exploits were just as heroic and just as problematic and as those of the fellow conquistadors. Well, then why don't you okay, if that's the case, then why don't you accept white people then? Why don't you have a 12-type chart that says white people there too? It's not about wheat and tares with you, bro. You care too much about these heathens. And you're probably one of them. And you just have feathers on your head. If you're not Yehudi. You don't want two nations. You don't want two nations. No, you want people to believe that the original people were Africans. While the number of African explorers is impossible to determine. Whoa, hold on a second. You said 200 years ago. You said, oh, that was like 200 years ago. So apparently you don't know your history. and you're regurgitating things that people teach you. Okay? It says here, while the number of African explorers is impossible to determine, meaning it's such a vast number of them, we don't know how many it really were. Okay? Many. So it wasn't just white. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't just white. It was white and black folks. Africans. White and Africans, if you want me to say it clear. But you're defending them. You think, wait, hold on a second. So you think that the so-called Negroes that are here are not African? Is that what you say? That Noah has 3 kids? So you want to say that they're Shem, not Ham? Is that what it is? Oh, this is getting better. This is getting better every time. Let's continue. They participated in some way in virtually all of the Spanish expeditions in the New World in the 16th century. These black, okay, like Culo Miado says, black. Chicoto way. These black conquistadors set an example for subsequent racial relations throughout the entire Spanish colonial experience, just like you're doing right now. This has changed your experience. If you are a people, then you're lost, man. Living their daily lives with degrees of complexity that rarely would be achieved by black men and women in the early English settlements in the Caribbean and in North America. Indeed, wherever Spain set its flag of conquest, Esau, okay? In the Americas, Africans helped hold the pen. They participated in the exploration of the lands that would become modern Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras, Panama, Venezuela. So what are you talking about? So now Deuteronomy 28 is out the door. Way out the door. Completely out the door. Here's more. Since you say that, oh no, you know, it's not, no, there are people. No, they're not. Look, check it out. This is another book. January 1, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, thus initiating the legal process to free the slaves in the rebellion southern states and eventually to eliminate chattel slavery in North America. The ramifications of Lincoln's proclamation affected not only thousands of white slave masters, but hundreds of black colonados slave masters. In Charleston City, for example, there were 91 free black masters who owned 268 slaves. This was in 1863. Remember the book, 1830? Imagine how many more they had before. Because they knew it was coming up. Okay, so check this out. There were 91 of them. They owned 268 slaves. And when President Lincoln signed that historic document, upon the conclusion of the Civil War, more than 75 black masters in that city were instructed to free their slaves, who numbered 241 bondmen. I mean, you want more? Or you had enough? Because you're not explaining nothing now. They had slaves up until the 1800s. They had slaves initially. They came and helped the white man conquer these lands. You still believe them? So now let's get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna get to the nitty gritty. Ahí les va, güeyes. Let's go. Let's go show it. Let's see it now. It's time to see it. So check this out. I wasn't joking. You see, family, when you talk about a culture vulture nation of people, oh my God. Okay, I will show it. Here's what they want you to see. The Lachish. Here it goes. Check this out. The Lachish reliefs. Here's what he wants you to see. He wants me to show you this. Okay. I guess he says because they had hair like that. That's what he wants you to show. You see? See, Hispanics didn't have hair like that. That's what he wants you to show. All right. So what now? Where's their fringes? Bach. This guy has fringes. What's your point? So what? This is these guys are actually, in case you don't know, well, you should know, they got fringes, and I know that, you know, I know what they're doing. So what's your point? Let me continue with my point. Once again, family, culture vultures, the nerve of these people. You guys need to pack up your bags and go back to Africa, man, for real. Because you want to know something? You don't belong here. You don't belong here at all. I'm gonna show you something, family. You think I'm kidding? Look at this. I'll show you right. Page 182. It says here, in long expedition to the Rocky Mountain, we learned that the Ottawa tribe of Inca Indians, who inhabited the west side of the Missouri River, 50 miles above the engineer continent, believed in one God. They called him Wakanda. Wakanda. They called him Wakanda and believed him to be the greatest and best of the things, the creator and preserver of all things. We continue. And he is supposed to afflict them with sickness, poverty, and misfortune for their evil deeds, not keeping the laws. In conversation, he is frequently appealed to as an evidence of the truth of his asseveration. Wakanda, hear what I say. Who is the real culture vulture, Dr. whatever your name is? Who sits here and calls us underwater Mexicans when in reality, you Africans of the western side stole this shit from us? Once again, family, how much more do I have to reveal? Black conquistadors, Habakkuk 1 and 5, 1 and 8. I mean, I could go. The list goes on and on and on and on. The transatlantic, Partituquito Ventrum. All of these things are coming about. Listen to this. It's not even over. Their gods, the name of their god, okay, is remarkable. Wakanda. Not a black god. Not no black history. Okay, because apparently Umar is all offended. Like, oh my God, you guys affected our children. They really have this value. No, matter of fact, this is not an African thing. I don't understand. Why didn't you guys read? You guys didn't read? You wonder where that name came from? There's no Wakanda in Africa. Not one. Not one. Huaconda, cabron. Not African. So in reality, we want some of that money that you guys made. Matter of fact, you're making a merchandise of your own gente and out of our expense. Do you realize that again, family? Again, I tell you. People can come here and talk all the shit they want, but they can't prove a damn thing. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Because they don't have the necessary power or might like the ones in Revelation 2:9. Let's continue. The name of their God is remarkable. Wakanda. And has been shown in the body of his work that various of the Indians call Yahweh or Yahiwa, like how they say, right? Ale, Yah, or Wa, doubtless from the Hebrew name Jehovah. As you know, that's not correct. It has been shown that these syllables, which compose of the name of God, are compounded in many Indian words. So you see, family, how they even try to steal our heritage and claim like, oh, it's an African thing. There's absolutely nothing sweet about you guys. But there's so much beauty about our gente, man. That's northern and southern, okay? The northern part of these continents and the southern part, which includes you, no more two nations if you are gente. But I don't know, man. Kind of think you're not. But again, I may be wrong. It's not up to me. It's up to the Most High. So hopefully you are. You know what I'm saying? I really wish you the best, man. If you're not, you're gonna pay. Here we find fact. Here we find the fact. This is a fact that Wakanda was our tradition, our people, our heritage, our names. That's what it means. Not no African crap. Hey, Dr. Uman, Shakid Reed, or whatever your name is, please, somebody forward this class to them. Please, somebody do it. Somebody do it. Let's see what they got to say about this. And I'm going to show you some more stuff. Okay? Wakanda. The last syllable of the Indian Yehovah. Wakanda. You see? Yaho or Yahu Wakanda. Yahuwakanda. You see my family? Jawa, their monosyllable name of God, thus compounded. Monosyllable is like I-O. I-E-O-U. Yao. I-O. That's why for us it's so easy to say. Here is evidence among those children of the desert, both as to the nature and name of their one God, corresponding with what has been exhibited of other tribes, and very accountable if they are not of the tribe of Israel. That's why they want your name, they want your heritage, and they act like it's theirs, and blah blah blah. And they bring people like him over here that may be confused, maybe, or maybe you're just one of theirs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what your spirit is, but I'm not here to teach our people incorrect shit. Because every word is every idol, everything I'm saying is being written in the books right now, as well as the bricks that I'm playing. What do you mean the Most High is dealing with me? You see what I mean, family? Where did you guys get that 12 tribe chart doctrine from? But you don't doubt that the Most High is dealing with him, but you doubt that the Most High could be dealing with me? How so? So it came from one particular people, right? One person who influenced others. So the Most High dealt with him because he's black, but not with me because I'm so-called Hispanic or from Mexico. You see my gente? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. People don't realize the stupid shit they say. And then when you pay attention to what they're really saying, it reveals itself the entire time. This person is a Negro. Hands down. Or you married one. Or your kids look like them. That's probably what you're mad. Or your wife is, and that's why you hopefully she's going to make it. A religious custom related to Mr. Long goes to corroborate the opinion that these people are Israel. Okay, let's continue. From his elevated position, he cries aloud to Wakanda, or or how do you say? Yahawakanda, like this.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Like that. Cries aloud to Wakanda, humming a melancholy tune, and calling on him to have pity on him, and to make him a great hunter and warrior. It just gets better and better. So check this out. I'm going to show you something. You guys think I'm lying? Look, it is a native thing. Here, check that thing. Check it out. Check it out, yo. Check it out, yo. Wakantanka. Creator, God of multiplication, adding, and long living. Huakangon, or something like that. These are just, just to show you, man. They knew what they were doing the entire time. And they put somebody like that idiot, so-called doctor, and, to push it. Native American legend, Wakanda. 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 There, you guys do the digging. Here it goes right here. See that right there? There we go right there. Yeah, so, okay, so you're 50. I'm 47. I'm not a felon. I've been in and out of jail. What's your fucking point? So what, because you're a 4-time felon, we're supposed to all of a sudden be scared of you and shit? But I thought you were about the spirit. So now, I'm a 4-time felon. You see this, family? So now I'm a 4-time felon. So you are 50. You're a 4-time felon. That's important for you to state. But you're 50 years old. Me personally, at 50, I wouldn't be here wasting my fucking time telling me shit on this post here and not hitting the link. At this point, I don't even know, bro. I'm baffled now, dude. You're 50 and you're 4-time felon, and you come here saying ridiculousness at 50 years old. You just ignore. I just insulted you, man. Oh my God, bro. Wow. This is good, family. You see, I don't have to. They expose themselves. It's not me. It's them. It's completely them. Who's? I'm not. Listen to this. Okay, so let's listen to this real quick because we're about to finish up real quick. We're almost done.
They were blue. They had superhuman strength. They came from the water on the backs of the whales. I struck down 3 of them, blows that should have killed them. They were blue. They had superhuman strength.
Bro, she did that? Nah, she did that, bro? Nah, hey, bro, you know what? I'm about to catch this movie. I'm kind of late. Everybody's talking about it. Yeah, Black Panther. Man, let's see what the hype is all about, bro. All right. Yep. I'll call you after. For sure.
Hey, it's a funny, man. It's a funny family.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Black Panther just won. All right. Thank you.
Wakanda forever!
Hello? I watched the movie. From today, my name is M'Baku, Prince of East Wakanda. Let me call Nakia. I have news. Hey, brother! Are you going to watch Black Panther?
I have seen the movie. It is my second time to watch it. And this time I'm going to watch it in 3D.
What's your name?
My name is Joroge, Prince of Nairobi.
I am M'Baku.
Wakanda forever!
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever! It's a laughing matter to me.
I watched the
Some of our gente like kind of feel good about it.
Wakanda Forever trailer again this morning. It was honestly the first time I watched it last night. Had me shaking and crying. I was like, okay, let me watch it again because I think I saw something. Let me check. Guys, are we getting indigenous representation? Mesoamerican indigenous. That means from Mexico down through Central America and South America. For context, that's what I am. I'm black, don't get it twisted. But guys, I'm Afro-Indigenous.
See this, my gente? Our people know what they are. They understand the difference between themselves. So she made it clear. Hey, wait, hold on. Let me make it clear. Yes, I'm black, but mixed with. She understands that. Let's go. What'd you say? You know, that is for 50 years old, that is a very ignorant statement. Why are you even entertaining people who aren't in the truth? Well, first of all, how do we know that you're in it? How do I know that they are or they're not? You got a lot to learn, man.
My family's from the Mayan civilization neighborhood. What? The tribe name is Mosquito. So if you're also Mosquito, Nakisma, holla at your girl. Because I don't want to say never, but I'm going to say I never thought I'd be able to see that part of my culture represented. Not like that. And not in Marvel. Oh my God. I'm going to get to see my entire heritage in this one movie. Is there anything about this movie that is not gonna make me cry? This might complicate what I'm wearing to this movie. What am I wearing? I watched the Wakanda Forever trailer again this morning.
From his elevated position, he cries aloud, Wakanda, humming a melancholy. This is the name that we knew that our father, we used on him. Yaha Wakanda. Yahawakanda. 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 I mean, look, I'm not making this up. And this is a book from a long time ago. A long time ago. 100 years ago. 101 year ago. And then el pinche Umar, I ain't gonna call him no doctor. He's not my doctor. He don't know shit. He only knows white history with a little bit of color in it. That's not my doctor. Jeremiah 11:6. The Lord called thy name a green olive tree, fair, and of goodly fruit. This is why I tell you in Hosea 10. Hosea 10 clearly explains what he wanted with both nations. I passed over Ephraim, but Judah shall plow. Remember that? Okay. So it says here, a green olive tree. That's why we have to break them clods, break that fallow ground, and like somebody said earlier, being reborn again. Of course, that is the end. That is the end and all route. That's why Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 says it. What is the whole What is the whole point of life? None of this vanity or I know science or history or the old world or there's 7 levels of heaven and da 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 da. All he said was keep his commandments, and that's it. That's it. And repent. Through you will actually become a tree, a green olive tree, fair and of good and godly fruit. With the noise of a great tumult, he had kindled fire upon it, and the branches of it are broken. Check this out. For the Lord of hosts, that planted thee had pronounced evil against thee, as you can see from the curses. For evil of the house of Israel and of the house of Judah, which they have done against themselves. You see this, family? That's why when you sit here and you want to point fingers and shit, F the white man, F the white man. I'm gonna make some kiss my boots. Nah, we did it to ourselves, bro. We did it to ourselves, not anybody else, man. We effed up. He just used them for belt, which have done against themselves to provoke me to anger in his offering incense unto Baal. So by you not knowing your heritage and believing some other people, you're worshiping Baal. And the Lord had given me knowledge of it. For example, like that guy said, oh, he ain't dealing with you. Okay, fine. This is not new. You know how many people told me before this channel was created? He ain't dealing with you. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, if I would have listened, this would have never been occurring. And I say, man, maybe he ain't dealing with me. Maybe he is. I don't know. But I know what I used to be. I know what I'm not now. I know what I used to be, but I know what I'm not now. For the Lord of hosts that planted thee had pronounced evil against thee. I'm sorry, no. Verse 18. And the Lord had given me knowledge of it, and I know it. And then thou showed me their doings. This is my job, to show my gente their doings of our own people and of them. Our job isn't to teach against the nation. Step in, go into the. I mean, if that case, you guys are teaching in the street, you might as well teach in front of the White House. That's not our job. Point out who the enemy is. Make sure that you understand who was actually part of this whole conspiracy, and come back to the laws of the Most High with your people. Not just randomness, not because somebody had a dream and made you believe that we're the same gente, because historically, when you look back at our history and their history, it's not true. They've had the Bible since 1700. We haven't had the Bible since 1492. The first printing was when? 1831. In Spanish and Latin, and we didn't even know how to read. Yet they had the Bible the entire time. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. But I was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter. I knew not that they had this divisiveness against me, saying, let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof, and let us cut him off from the land of the living, that his name may be no more remembered. You see this? No more remembered. Let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof. That's why it's important, family, that you understand the importance of that destruction and what they're going to use and what they're going to say and how they're going to treat you to make you feel like they are just in what they're saying. Shut up and listen, like the people here, you know? Oh, he's dealing with you. Oh, because I'm Hispanic. So apparently he only deals with, I don't know, black people? I guess. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. But, O Lord of hosts, thou judgest righteously, that tries the rein of the heart, the mind, and let me see thy vengeance on them. No hate, just truth. So let me see thy vengeance on them. Is that hate? That's not hate. I love my gente. I know what our people went through. And if other people went through the same things we did, I'd understand it. But they didn't, because they were part of it. They're part of the oppression, not the oppressed. They're part of the oppressors, not the oppressed. Therefore, thus say the Lord. I'm sorry. Let me see thy vengeance on them, for unto thee have I revealed my cause. I wanted to help my gente. I got tired, sick and tired of seeing my gente getting beat up or at least talked down to. Even in this understanding, we were still had to be submissive to other people. That's not the Bible. Scripturally, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm supposedly Judah, I'm no better than you if you're Ephraim or Naphtali. If anything, man, I've had the same honor for you. That's not what's happening, family. There's eugenics in the scriptures that they use, even to this very day. It's unfortunate, but it's a good thing that it happened now, at least in my lifetime. Therefore, thus say the Lord. Therefore, thus say the Lord of the men of Anathoth, that seek thy life. Remember, he mentioned Thoth, saying, prophesy not in the name of the Lord, that thou die not by our hand. Very, very interesting that it says that. Very, very interesting that it says that. That's an actually powerful scripture right there, man. Oh, man, that's crazy. I thought about another scripture, but I don't want to go that route because it'll take us somewhere else. Jeremiah 46:27. Let's start finishing it up, family. Okay. It says, but fear not thou, O servant of Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel. For behold, I will save thee from afar, and from thy seed, from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and be in rest and ease like a tree, and none shall make him afraid. For fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord, for I am with thee. For I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee. But I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure. You see, in due time, family. That's why these things had to come about. In due time. But I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee. Remember the plagues? They said we shrunk to like maybe 15% of our people left. Yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. This is what we're getting. And quite frankly, well deserved. Well deserved. Nobody here is in no position to be better than others, man. All I'm trying to do is show the difference and the hate talk that they like to use against our gente to diminish, to, create low self-esteem, to build a low spirit in you. That's why I show these things. Acts 4:19. But Peter and John answered and said unto them, whether it be right in the sight of God, or to hearken unto you more than unto God, you judge you. Okay? Let me read it more simpler. It says here, Peter and John answered, do you think God wants us to obey you or obey him? Verse 20, we cannot keep quiet about what we have seen and heard. That's it. What we have seen and heard, family. Listen, I showed you guys the book. The book is from Ethan Smith, The View of the Hebrews. Okay? That's the book that I shared with y'all. I shared with you guys last class or show, like close show, like to call it. Take full advantage. Download it. Download the PDF, and I would say highlight certain sections. Thoroughly go through it. I mean, look, listen, man. You study the scriptures more than anything, right? But when you have time, just read a little bit, man, or save it for later. You know what I'm saying? I had this book for 5 years, family. 5 years. And now was the time to bring it out. You see? Because this one gave us a lot yesterday. And, we got some more. We got some more too. Oh, we got a lot more installed. They think I'm done. Man, I'm just getting started. I'm just warming up. So listen, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. And listen, man, if you really are sincere and you're a bro, man, subscribe and watch some of the classes. Try to have an open spirit. Because if not, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. You're not going to hear it. You're going to be blind to the fact. Because you remember, sometimes it's the paradigm shift that's needed. Our perception of life has been recorded a certain way, right? You know what I'm saying? So we can't. Johnson perceptions get the best of us. You cannot. You got to have an open mind, being born again, and don't filter shit that makes you feel good. Read stuff that damn, this is going to be hard but it is what it is. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm talking about. So, again, appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Let me play this jam here real quick because, it's one of my favorite. I'm about a couple, and then that's it, man. You guys have a good night, all right? A little willing, I'll see you guys on Friday. I know you guys do that whole Sabbath, on Fridays. Well, for you, lunar, like the actual, at least I keep it Thursday, okay? You guys remember the map. You guys remember the chart. Please mark it down. All right, family. You guys take care.
Chicanos killing Chicanos is what they want. Blacks and Chicanos killing each other is what they want. That's how they run this place. Once we get together, they don't run shit. Got a lot to learn about being Chicano.
Yeah. Alcatraz, midget loco. Yeah. They never seen this coming, man. What up, Loon? What up, Wario? 500 years of captivity. What else? Now they try to tell us how we supposed to be, how we supposed to act, how we supposed to rap. How I'm brown, but my flow too black. Come on, you're kidding me, right? Nike Air Flights, fitted cock back fresh. Representando Mexicanos on the map. No estoy jugando, got bars like a battle on smack. But hold on, I'ma bring it right back. My people indigenous. I'm not sure if you getting this. By the time I'm done, you gon' be feeling this. I come from the people they call Meshiacha. I've been to the motherland, Chichen Itza. Seen the Mayan ruins, intellectual architects. Been in the cenote, seen ancient artifacts. Really? Cali is Mexico, those are the facts. They raped women, gave elders heart attacks. It was a battle, our people were outgunned. Took life and cattle, we were outdone. However, 2 wars proudly we take to the grave. Those who call our Independence Day. It's time to stand up, educate our people. Stay on the ground, let them know that we equal. We see your plan, but your plan is see-through. You can't stop my people. Mexicano, I'm brown and proud. Mexicano, I'm brown and proud. Mexicano, I'm brown and proud. Mexicano, I'm holding it down.
Yeah. Story with Mexicanos. Gave birth to the word that we know as Chicanos. Aztec warrior, man, it's all in my blood. From the north to the line, that's the heart of the love. Now I'm Mexico City, that's a modern day name. Don't let the books confuse it to be a modern day slave. Gotta get your facts right and study the culture. Don't be like Cortez, he came like a vulture. Came to just steal and take away the land. He seen what we got and he was like, damn, who would've guessed it had to be a white man. Damn again, now we got stolen lands. They say go back to where the fuck you from. Man, this is my land, that's what you stole from us. I'm not Hispanic or Latino, I'm a Mexican. Man, fuck La Militia, you can have that bitch.
See your plan, but your plan is see-through. You can't stop my people. Mexicano, I'm brown and proud. Mexicano, I'm brown and proud. Mexicano, I'm brown and proud. Mexicano, I'm holding it down, yeah.
Soy de Perú, bandido, contento porque en esta parte del mundo he nacido, más que orgulloso de crecer en mi idiosincrasia. Yo soy uno más que aprecia la tierra en la que nació. Aunque el género en el que me expreso por aquí no se inventó, pero que chucha, esto es pa' aquel que escucha y se mantiene en lucha con el puño arriba y la capucha. Tierra de donde gran parte siempre se quita, pero regresa pues como un niño a su madre necesita. Gobierna una política maldita donde si se enferma el que no tiene no le regalan ni las curitas. Por eso, pero no es sinónimo de progreso y no esas mierdas sentadas en el Congreso. En fin, somos de un sitio en donde nada cae del cielo, en donde muchos trabajamos desde niños hasta abuelos. Lo que siempre sé en esta mi tierra crece, a pesar que unas veces no paguen al que cosecha lo que merece. No solo aquí, también en toda América Latina, víctima de aquella supuesta raza más fina. Pero no olviden que en Perú no existen razas, somos una especie de seres humanos que se porten en masa, que cuando se revela atacarán enjambre. Un peruano se puede morir de todo, pero nunca de hambre. Yo represento a los desiertos y a la montaña, aquella selva que si miras de arriba te engaña y te hace pensar que el paraíso está en el suelo, donde se refleja el cielo temprano en la mañana. Yo soy peruano, así que mejor infórmese antes de juzgar a mi apariencia y mi piel morena. Aquellos seres humanos que sobresalen, soportando todo a pesar de que muchos les envenenan. Paisajes de mil colores, comidas de mil sabores, playas con arenas blanquitas, no quiero nada. Tierra de grandes señores, culturas y soñadores, gente amable que te hace pensar, yo me quedo acá. Sufrimos y nos levantamos como otros pueblos hermanos, víctimas de terroristas y tiranos que se llevaron mucho y a muchos para el carajo. Pero el peruano sabe cómo se sale de abajo. Por eso más de lo que sé y de lo que escucho, en todas partes siempre respetan a los peruchos. Y es un hecho que a la mayoría nada le complace, razón por la cual quiere ser el mejor en lo que hace. Es que así se nace cuando eres peruano, aquí tienes de todo pero también nada se regala, hermano. Norte, sur o centro, en donde quiera que te pares, lo dijo Romero, el Perú es de la concha su madre. Orgulloso de mi esencia, de mi herencia, tengo un tatuaje en la maleta que te indicará mi procedencia, para que quede bien claro de dónde es que soy. Represento a donde voy y así lo hicimos siempre hasta el sol de hoy. Esta canción yo la compuse estando lejos de mi patria y no por querer hacerme el pendejo. Desde la costa por la sierra hasta la selva somos cholos. Si tú me entiendes no permitas que yo haga este coro solo. Yo represento a los desiertos y a la montaña, aquella selva que